Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. In this video I'm going to teach you how to knit this beautiful neck warmer or cowl for the set with the hat that I did last week. I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell, that way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version in there. Also, I have some playlists, and the English one have the English title and the Spanish one in Spanish. To make this neck warmer or cowl, I'm going to use the leftover yarn that I have from the hat that I did last week. It's for the matching set. They are the loops and thread impeccable, medium 4, 100% acrylic. They used to have 128 grams, and some of them 127.5. They are just a 0.5 grams different between some of them. They are the leftover, and I'm going to refer to this one as a dark purple, and here is an amethyst. This one is a yellow. This one I'm going to refer to a light purple, and is lavender. This one is blue. This one is a light pink, and in the paper is a soft rose. And this dark pink in the paper is arbor rose. So those are the leftover from the hat. The netting needle are 5.5 millimeter. The cables are 8 inches, around 22 centimeters. I'm going to use this round counter as a marker, and to count the round, you're going to need a measurement tape, tapestry needle and scissor, and the chart that I'm going to show you. This is the graph or chart. I changed a little bit from the one from the hat. The hat we did until around here, and then we did one color. For the cowl or neck warmer, I add this because we need this a little bit longer than the hat. So what I did, I add one of these motif in here, but with a different color combination, and the 2 round stripe at the beginning, I put them in the end a little bit different. So I'm gonna take a picture of this chart, and I'm gonna put it in my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, and in my Instagram. But for Instagram, I will have to take 2 pictures, probably half and half. You will guide yourself by the numbers, because on Instagram the picture always get cut a little bit. So I'm gonna take 2, and we're gonna start with the darker purple. I don't have it here in the chart because it's the border at the beginning and at the end, and I don't have enough space in the piece of paper to add rounds of purple. This is the hat. This is the design that we're going to work until round 27. That is the line with the hat pink. After that, I will work the extra that I did in the graph. That is one of these motifs plus this. Once I do the motif, I will measure to see if I have enough by measuring this part of the hat to see if it's long enough. Otherwise, I will add a few more changes as I go. That way it'll give me the length that I want for my neck warmer. Around 11, 12 inches long, give or take. That will be the length that I'm gonna give to my neck warmer. So now we're gonna start working with the dark purple. For the border, we're gonna leave the tail long enough to cast on 132 stitches plus 1, and the stitch is multiple of 12. So if you want this a little bit more narrow, you can remove 12 stitches. That will be 120. But for mine, I need a tail long enough for 133. 132 for the stitch, and the 33 is to close the Here I have a tail long enough, and I think extra, to cast on the 133 stitches. I always leave extra, that way with a tail I can even the work. It's better to have a little extra and not enough that you have to do all the cast on. So I did a slip knot. This is the tail, this is the working yarn. I come here and I'm gonna cast on 133 stitches. Once I have the 133, I will meet you here. Once you finish cast on and tie the knot to secure the beginning and end of the round, we're gonna do the first round with the work open. You're gonna net the net and pass the purl without working. So you net the first stitch, yarn to the front as to purl, and you're gonna pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back, net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working. Yarn to the back, net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working. Net, and pass the purl without working. Like that, you're gonna continue working. You start with the net, and you're gonna finish with a net stitch because we have odd number stitches. I finished the first round. I'm gonna change the cable for this needle. This one is a little bit in the short side for so many stitches. I don't want this to be twisted, so I'm gonna change to a longer cable. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove this needle. I'm gonna place the other cable here. I'm gonna pull this needle, and then the cable will go to the other end, and then I will place the needles on each end of the cable. I showed you how to change the cable, just in case you are in the same dilemma as I was and the cable was too short. You see, it's very easy to change this type of needles. So now they are a little bit more loose. I can make sure that it's not twisted to close the circumference. So now I'm going to pass the first stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle, and the stitch in between that one and the marker, I'm going to pull the last stitch that I had. I'm going to pass it through the tip of the needle and top of that stitch. I'm going to pull really tight, and the circumference is closed. Now I'm ready to work round 2. For round 2, that stitch count as the first net without working. You're going to bring yarn to the front, and you're going to purl the purl. Yarn to the back as to net, and you're going to pass that net without working through the front strand as a purl. Purl the purl, yarn to the back as to net, and pass that net without working like you're doing a purl from the front strand. Like that, you're going to continue working this round, and you start with the net without working, and you're going to finish with a purl. I'm going to work on round 3, and you're going to net the net and purl the purls. You're going to work all the stitches, and you will work until you have 1.5 inches. Can be 1 and a bit, one round more than 1.5, but not quite 2 inches because it will be too wide for the border of the neck warmer or cowl. So this time you're going to work all your stitches and all the rounds. Net the net and purl the purls. So when I have my 1.5 inches, I will meet you here. So 1.5 inches is here, and that is 4 centimeters. So do all the rounds. I will keep track of all my rounds. I finished the border. I measure 1.5 inches, 4 centimeters, 8 rounds. I'm gonna work in round 1 and 2 with the arbor rose or darker pink, and I'm gonna do round 1 and 2, leaving the purple in here because I'm gonna use it in round 5 and 6. So I did those 2, and I will continue working with the pink, round 1 and 2. I will meet you here for 3 and 4 with the yellow. I'm gonna finish round 2 with this color. At the same time, in these 6 stitches that I have left, I'm gonna start weaving the beginning of the yellow. That way you get a better seam when you change color. You don't get any gap or any separation. What I'm gonna do is pass the yellow on top of the needle. You see I'm holding it there. I'm gonna wrap the pink. I'm gonna lift the yellow out of the way, and I'm gonna pass the pink, and the yellow gets trapped, you see, and here. And now when you do the next pink, the yellow gets trapped in the second stitch as well. You see, it's trapped in here already. Now when you do the next one, you go under the yellow, you wrap the pink, lift the yellow, and pass the pink, and it's trapped. And when you do the next one, it's trapped again. Again, you go under the yellow, wrap the pink, lift the yellow, pass the pink, and do the next pink, and you're done weaving the yellow in here. Now you're gonna start and work with the yellow. You're gonna switch around, pass the pink to the other side, and this time you're gonna weave the pink. You're gonna pass the needle under that strand, do a yellow, and pass, and when you do the next one, it's trapped with the yellow. Again, under the strand, wrap, lift, pass, and it's trapped that one. Like that. I'm gonna weave a little bit longer that pink. I will cut it, and I will work this round with the yellow, the next one as well, and then I will have to do 2 with the purple that is still waiting in here. I'm gonna finish with the yellow. I have 2 stitches left to finish, but I want to bring the purple up, and I'm gonna do the same that I did when I changed from the pink to the yellow, but the purple is attached in here. I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit, put it under the needle under, net the stitch, lift the purple to take it out of the way, and when you do the next stitch, it's already in place in here. You see, it's already in here. I have a little angle to it, but that's okay because that's in the inside. Now I'm gonna pass the yellow to the left hand to weave it a little bit, and I'm gonna work with the purple, and as I work, the yellow get trapped behind, exactly the same as I did when I changed the pink, and I weave that in. By doing this, I give a better finish, and I trap the strands much better. So I will cut the yellow, and I will weave it in a few spaces, And when it's time to change from the dark purple to the light purple in round 7, I will do the same as I did with the yellow and I still have 6 stitches to go for the last round with the purple, and I'm gonna weave the beginning of the light purple for round 7, exactly the same as did as the yellow. When I do this, I have the tail like this and this side of the needle, pass over the needle, and when I wrap, I lift, you see, that way I don't pull it out with the working yarn, and it's trapped in here. And now when you do the next stitch, it gets trapped again, and you pass the needle under that strand, you lift the strand out of the way, and you trap it in the next stitch, and again under, wrap, lift, and pass the working yarn like that. I finish, and I have now the light purple in here. So I'm gonna grab the dark purple in my left hand because I'm done with that one, and I can cut it now, but I want to weave that yarn a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, you see, when you pass it to this side, it get into that place in here, and you do this one over that one, so it's trapping that one as well. So I'm gonna weave this one a little bit before I cut it. And one you go under, lift, and then the next one you do just a normal stitch and it's trapped twice. So like that is how you're gonna weave that in. Do one more, and I can cut now. So I'm gonna continue working in my neck warmer or cowl. So I'm gonna place here the recording from the hat, that part that I did from round 8 to 24, because it's exactly the same what I did for the hat. I'm gonna do for the neck warmer or cowl until that round, and then for the top it's a little bit different than the hat because we're gonna work it straight, but it's exactly the same, and it's no point for me to record all over again what I already did. And instead I'm gonna pass those clips in here and place them, and I will be doing this part off camera, but each time I'm gonna change the color. I will do it this way, that way you get this with no hole in between the seam in here. It's not even because we're working in the round, the colors are not even, but at least you don't get any holes in here. It's like, you see, like that, seamless in that way of a space in between the stitches. So I will meet you here for round 25. I will have this quite a bit done. So remember, I will change color exactly the same as I showed you in here. I'm gonna work on round 8, and with the lavender you're gonna do 1, with the blue 1, lavender 1, blue 1, 3 lavender, 1 blue, 1 lavender, 1 blue, and you're gonna end with 2 lavender, and then you start all over again with number 1. That's the 12 stitches that work the motifs. I'm gonna start with the lavender, the first stitch. Now with the blue, I'm gonna do 1, with the lavender the next one, leaving the space behind this one loose, because even if you have one stitch and you do it too tight, that don't gonna have any stretch whatsoever in the back. So now I'm gonna do a blue one, nice and loose the space in between. I'm gonna do 3 lavender, I'm gonna do a blue one, separate those 3 lavender, 1 lavender, a blue one, and 2 lavender. It's difficult having the paper in the lower part, that way you guys can see in doing this work. So if you count now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 stitches, and you start all over again with a stitch number 1, that is a lavender, and then a blue, lavender, blue, 3, 1, 1, 1, and you finish with 2, and then you start with 1, and that is 3. So now when I start with 1, you will have 3 here in between this group of the 1 and 1 with the lavender. I will show you one more time. You're gonna start again with one purple. I'm gonna color purple because we've stopped working with the dark purple. Now it's the lighter purple. So lavender is a shade of purple. So I'm gonna color purple, purple and blue. So you're gonna start with one purple, separate those 3, go to the tip, the one with the blue, one with the purple, making sure that this, even if it's one stitch, is a little bit loose in the back. One with the blue, and just by bringing it to the tip of the needle and doing that stitch, that will create a nice loose stitch here in the back. So 3 purple, 1, 2, and 3. Open the 3, a blue, a purple, a blue, and 2 purple, and that is just 12 stitches from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and you start all over again with that. Remember, that's why it's much easier having the chart. Row stitch 1 is purple, and then 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 2 purple, and then you start all over again with 1 now purple. I'm gonna work on round 9, and it's 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, and so on until the end. With the blue, separating these last 2 purple, 2 blue, separating those 2 blue, make sure that I don't grab the tail, 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue. Even the stitch will be a little loose, but once you finish that you stretch your piece, it will take their shape. 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, and like that you will continue all the way until the end. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, and 2 and. For round 10, we're gonna work with the purple and the yellow, just in this round. And it's 2 purple to start with and 1 yellow, 5 purple, 1 yellow, and then you'll continue 5 purple, 1 yellow, 5 purple, 1 yellow. At the end you'll finish with 3 purple, because those 3 and these 2 that you start is 5 in between. So only in the beginning and at the end is different. The rest is 5 and work in 10. I'm gonna leave the blue one in here because the blue one we're gonna use again in next round. So I'm gonna trap the blue 1 stitch over. You see, I'm gonna put the purple under and the blue in the top, pass it to the side, just to trap it 1 stitch over when I do the purple. It's trap in there, and I will leave it there. And now I do the other purple. So just start with 2 purple, leave the blue, grab the yellow, do the next stitch with the yellow, and leave the yellow. And now you're going to do 5 purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to open those 5. And with the yellow, you're going to do the next stitch make sure that I don't grab the wrong strand. I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5. Nice and open, and do the yellow one. Make sure that the strand of yellow is nice and loose. That way you have a nice flexibility with your hat when you put it on. So continue like that, 5 and 1, 5 and 1 now, and you'll finish with 3 purple. Now I'm gonna work 2 blue, 1 purple, and that orange, yellow a little big because it's the tail there. So 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, see? And now the purple is where the yellow is. 2 blue, and just by working on the tip of the needle, I'm making sure that my stitches are separate. And like that you're going to continue 2 and 1 until the end of this round 11. That is the same as round. I'm going to work on round 12, and 12 is exactly the same as 8. 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 2 purple at the end. And then since you start with 1 purple and those 2 is 3 and together. I'm gonna start with 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple. Again, you see where I have these, where the yellow is 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, and the other 3 is 3 purples. One purple, 1 blue, now 3 purples. And again, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 3 purple. Where the blue go is where we have the yellow that is creating the center of the little flower motif that we are creating in this pattern. Where the flowers go, and this one look big because it's the tail that is loose in the inside. So like that, you're going to continue working to the end. So you will start again, you have the 3, and then you'll do, you see, and here 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, and so on until the end. At the end, you're going to finish with 2 purple. I finished round 12. Now I'm going to work in 13. And in round 17, I will work again with the blue. So I'm going to leave the blue in there, and I will trap as I go, bringing that yarn up. That way I don't have to cut it to work in round 17. So now 13 is with the purple. And you'll cut the purple. You don't going to need it now. You're going to work 2 rounds with the 2 pink, and then 1 with the yellow, and then you'll start with the blue and the darker pink in this part at the top. So do the round 13 with the purple and cut the yarn, and I will meet you here for round 14. I finished round 13. Now 14, you're gonna start with the dark pink, and then will be 2 light pink, 2 dark pink, 2 light, 2 dark, 2 light, and at the end of the round you'll finish with 1 dark, because you start with 1 and you'll finish with 1. That will be 2 stitches of each color. That's 14. And 15 will be the reverse, where you did the dark, you will do the light. And you see I have the 2 light here and the top 2 dark, and so on. So that's how we're gonna work those 2 rounds with the pink color. I'm gonna start with the darker pink with the first stitch, and then now I will do 2 with the lighter. I'm gonna make sure that the blue is there and it's not trapped in any way, but I will trap a little bit the purple that I cut. So I'm gonna do 2 hot pink or darker pink, and now I will trap with a lighter pink. I will try to trap that purple. There. I will do 2 with a hot pink or dark pink or arbor rose, and now I will do 2 with this one, and I'm doing this way, the way I can trap the purple a little bit. I'm gonna leave the purple, and I will continue with 1 on each hand, and I'll continue with 2 and 2. 2 of this one, the darker, and 2 with the lighter, and so on, and I will finish with 1 at the darker. I finished 14. I'm gonna work in 15. 15 is the reverse of the round before, where you have the darker pink, you're gonna work with the lighter pink, and when you have the lighter, you'll work with the darker. I'm gonna pass the blue and here, and the lighter pink under to bring the blue up. I'm gonna do the first one in light pink. I'm gonna let go, and here I'm gonna do the same, bring this one under, work with the darker pink, and that will move the blue up. Now I'm gonna continue working with the let me pass this in here to make things easier. So you see now where I had the 2 dark, I will work 2 light, and where I had 2 light, I will work 2 at the darker and 2 at the lighter, and like that you're going to continue working in round 15. 16 will be with the yellow, but you're going to leave the darker pink, cut the lighter pink, and then we'll work after with from 17 to 24 with the blue and the dark. I finished 15. 16 is all yellow, and then you'll cut the yellow, and then we'll work with the blue and the pink. So I'm gonna grab this light pink, I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna weave as I work with the yellow. Somehow I have it too much to the tip. Okay, there we go. Trap the light pink as I work. Do this yellow round. And then I will cut the yellow, and then I will work from round 17 to 24 with the blue. And I finished 16. I'm gonna work 17 with the blue. I'm gonna work all the stitches with this color, and then 18 we'll work with the hot pink and the blue, creating the next motif. We're gonna work on round 18, and it's 5 of the blue, 1 of the pink, 5 of the blue, 1 of the pink, and so on. At the end, you're gonna finish at the end of the round with 1 pink. I'm gonna work 5 of the blue, and at the same time, I'm gonna trap a little bit the pink because it's in a lower part underneath. I'm gonna trap because I had to move it 5 stitches over, and if I leave it there, it will be in an angle. So I'm gonna trap it here a few times between those stitches, like if you're weaving a tail. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I work on 5, and now I'm gonna do the pink. I'm gonna do 5 more of the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this time I'm not trapping the pink, only in that part. That way I move it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the stitch there, open, 5 with the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, open those 5 and do 1 of the pink, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end around 19. You're going to start with the pink, and then 3 blue, 3 pink, 3 blue, 3 pink, 3 blue, and at the end you're going to finish with 2 pink plus the one that you start is 3. So the separation of the color is 3 stitches of each color. I'm going to start with 1 pink, and I finish with 1 is 2. I'm going to separate those 2, do 3 of the blue, open those 3 blue, the 3 add the pink, open those 3 pink, 3 of the blue, and all is in the tip of the needle. Open those 3 and do 3 pink, open those 3 pink and 3 blue. Now you continue 3 and 3, and at the end you're going to finish with 2 pink because you started with 1, and remember always open your stitches when you're going to do the next. We're going to work on round 20, and 20 and 21 are exactly the same. You're going to start with 2 pink, 1 blue, 5 pink, 1 blue, 5 pink, 1 blue, and so on. At the end you're going to finish with 3 pink. Remember 20 and 21 are exactly the same. You start with 2 and 1, and then 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. At the end you finish with 3. We're going to start with 2 pink, open those 4 because you finish with 2 and you start with 2. There's 4 in there. Go to the tip and do the blue. Now 5 pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5. Go to the tip and do the blue. 5 pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5, 1 blue. Like that, you want to continue working 5 and 1, 5 and 1, and you will finish with 3 at the pink at the end. Remember, you're going to do this round 20 and 21 exactly the same, and I will meet you here. Something that I wanted 22. To mention is when you do the blue that you're going to start with the pink, remember to leave this loose enough behind that stitch. Even if it's a single stitch, you need to leave the strand long enough to go from one side to the other one when you do the next color, because if you don't gonna have a stretch behind that stitch. I finished round 21. I'm gonna work in 22 and 22 and 23 are exactly the same. You're gonna start with 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, and at the end you're gonna finish with the blue. 22 and 23 exactly the same. I'm gonna start with 2 of the pink, and I finish with 3. I start with 2, that's 5. You're going to open those 5 and you're going to go to the tip of your needle and you're going to do the blue. And then you're going to do 2 pink. And remember, even if it's 1 stitch, you have to leave a nice loose strand in the back. And you're going to do 2 of the pink, 1 of the blue, 2 of the pink, and 1 of the blue, and so on, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 until the end. I finished round 22. I'm gonna work on 23, and 23 is exactly the same as 22. You're gonna start with 2 pink, 1 blue. So it's always remember the same to keep an eye in your stitches and how open they are to do the strand in the back. So 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 1, 2 pink on top of the pink, and 1 blue on top at the blue stitch. Like that, you're going to continue. You're going to finish this round, and in 24 we're going to do a round. I finished 23. I'm going to work in 24. 24 is all blue. I don't want to cut the pink because in 27 I'm going to use the pink. I'm going to do this 24, and then I will measure the hat to see if it's time to start the decreases, and then I will let you know. But that's what we've done so far. And now a blue round. So I will leave the pink because I'm going to use it soon, but I'm going to trap here, and then I will continue. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue with the blue till the end, and this is the last round with the blue, and we'll cut the yarn. This is the chart that I start with, but I realized that by doing the background of this second motif in dark purple, it will be too much dark purple because the border and the top gonna be dark purple as well. So I redo the chart, and I decided to do the flower on purple and the background light pink. That way it's less purple and make more sense in person. So I finished round 24, and 25 I'm going to work with light purple and light pink. So that will be starting with 1 light purple, 2 pink, 2 purple, 2 pink, and so on. And then in 26 is the reverse. Where you did in purple, you will do pink. 27 will be with the dark pink, and then 28 with a light pink to do the background and the second flower motif. I'm going to start with 1 purple. At the same time, I'm trapping that strand of blue. That's why I'm working the 2 yarn with the same hand in order to do that. So 2 pink, open those 2, to purple. You see, I'm trapping there the blue. To pink. Leave the pink. Open those stitches and work with the purple, trapping that tail. I'm gonna let go, and now we're gonna continue with one on each hand, to pink to purple, until the end at this round 25. I finished round 25. I'm gonna work on 26, and where you have the purple, you're gonna work with pink, and where you have the pink, you're gonna work with purple. So in the next round, 27, we're gonna work with the hot pink one round, and then you're gonna leave the light pink in here. You're not gonna cut it. You can cut the purple after you finish this round, because in round 28 we're gonna work with the light pink. So I have this pink in here. I already weave it there. So I'm gonna work trapping the purple, leaving the light pink, because I'm gonna work with the light pink next round. I'm gonna leave it there. I will cut the purple soon, and then when I finish doing this round that I do the work with the light pink, I will trap a tail of the dark pink, because I'm done in this round with this pink. I finished that round with the hot pink. Now I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna work with the light pink, and now I'm gonna work from round 28 to round 34 with the light pink, the dark purple, and this little bit of yellow for the center of the flower. So it's exactly the same motif that I did in here, but with this other color. You're gonna work from round 28 to 34, the same as you did from round 7 to 13. I'm not gonna record that part because it's exactly the same what I did in this part. You're gonna repeat again. You can go back to that part of the video and do those round repetition with this new color, and I will meet you here for round 35. So I finished that motif. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a change here, and instead of to do 2 rounds with the yellow, I'm gonna do 1 round with the yellow, and then I'm gonna do 2 rounds with blue, 2 rounds with the dark pink, and 2 rounds with the light purple, and then I will do the border. So what we're changing it here, we're gonna do a round of yellow, and this border here, a round of yellow, and then instead of 2 of purple, it will be 2 of blue, 2 a hot pink, and 2 a light purple. And then I finished here with the stripes. I did that round with the yellow, 2 round with the blue, 2 with the hot pink, and 2 with the light purple. Now I trap the dark purple, and I'm gonna work the border. So before I do the 1x1 rib, like I did here at the beginning, I'm gonna do a round of net, switching the colors. And I'm doing that because if I work right away the 1x1 rib, this round of light purple, it will be like a rib stitch. It will be like 1 net 1 purl, and you will see that when I do the first round of net and purl, how this first round of net will look like it was done a net and a purl. So for the beginning border, I did 8 rounds. I did 2 of the super elastic cast on, and then I did 6 more. For here, I'm gonna do, after this one, I'm gonna do 6 rounds of 1 knit, 1 purl, and then I will do 2 rounds at the super elastic bind off. So I'm gonna work this round, and I don't gonna count it, and then I will do 6 rounds of 1 knit, 1 purl, and then I will meet you here. So I did the round. I'm working now in the 1 by 1 rib. So 1 knit, 1 purl, and you see when I do that purl, that lower stitch is a purl stitch. So I do a line. So if I done that in the first round with the purple, with the dark purple, the light purple will turn the last round in a 1 by 1 rib, and then you don't get a stripe. So this is row 1 of 6. After that, I will do the 2 rounds of bind off. I finished round 6. In 7, you're gonna knit the net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working, yarn to the back, net, yarn to the front, pass the purl without working, and that's for round 7. So you knit the net and pass the purls. So for round 8, you're gonna pass the net and you're gonna work the purl. Pass the net and work the purl, and that's for round 8. So in 7, you work the net, pass the purl, and in 8, you pass the net and work the purls. And then I will meet you here. I finished that round. Now I'm gonna leave a tail long enough to do the tubular bind off with my tapestry needle. But the tail had to be really long. It's better to have extra and know enough that you are short of yarn. Otherwise, you will have to undo what you've done and remove a round in order to have enough tail to bind off. So it's better to have extra. This is a dark yarn. I will show you with this one a little bit, but I'm going to leave a link here. You're going to see an eye. You click on the eye, and that will bring you to a video where I show how to do the tubular cast on and tubular bind off with a lighter color yarn with more details. So it'll be easier for you to see that process if you've never done this type of bind off or cast off. But just remember, you have to have extra tail to do this bind off. I finished the border. I lost that tail. I'm gonna lose all this tail that I have here, secure them, and then I will show you the end result. Well, this is the leftover yarn, and I have enough yarn here to do a couple of more sets like this, except this one, the dark purple, that is the one that I use the most, and the other sets, if you like, you can use a little less of this one, but it's enough to do at least 3 sets like this. So this is the end result, and I absolutely love the piece. It's very easy. It's just a small graph repetition. The only thing that I wish I have done 12 stitches less for mine, because I like mine a little bit in the smaller side, but it's perfect. I still absolutely love it, but just my taste, I like them a little more close in the top, but it's gorgeous. And here it is with the hat, and look amazing. I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful set and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Rubynet Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Rubynet Crochet y Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here on YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day.